Hey there everybody, how y'all doing? SHARKBELK here, and welcome to today's video, where I'm going to be showcasing a little spot that has easily become my #1 go-to spawn for profit when starting out on different worlds. So guys, the spawn we're covering today is simply known as Amazon Camp, which I'm happy to tell you won't require any sort of quest to have been completed, or for you to reach a certain level first in order to begin hunting there. And so, with that, you're basically free to come here as soon as you leave Dawnport. Though, that being said, however, I am going to recommend this spot for players over level 20 and onwards. With more on just why that is, that's later in the video. But in the meantime, if you're looking for another spawn to profit in until you reach level 20, check out this video here. I'll be leaving a link to it in the description below if you fancy giving it a watch later. Anyway, with all that covered, let's just get right on into today's video. So, first things first, and that's to get you guys to the spawn itself. As you will with no doubt guess from the title, the Amazon's camp can be found to the north of Venor. To get there, simply exit Venor through its northwestern staircase to get to the surface, and begin your venture north till you reached your destination on the map, found here. And now that we've finally found the right place, we can now begin talking about the spawn itself. As the camp's name would suggest, when hunting here, you will of course find it to be inhabited by Amazons. But you will also come across a fair amount of Valkyries, and the odd single spawn of a witch here and there too. When hunting here, you'll find that Valkyries like to get up close and personal with you when fighting, while Amazons will keep their distance from you while using ranged attacks. Though both of these creatures aren't all that strong individually, in groups however, they can cause new players some issues, so be careful. The witch that you will come across from time to time in the cave below could also be a pain, but just be sure to focus on taking her out first and you'll be fine. Make sure, however, to avoid stepping on any fire fields she may have thrown down on the floor, as the extra burn damage will only make you have to waste more supplies healing yourself. Other than that, the spawn is pretty simple and chill to hunt in. For the most part, I usually just kick on a film mode, making my way through the various hallways of this cave, just taking it easy. Now, when it comes to what gear you should be looking to wear while at this spot, because I've recommended the spawn for players at level 20+, I choose to limit myself to only using gear found within that level range. Though, as you're making more and more money here, you will no doubt be swapping out various pieces of gear here and there for upgrades. As a level 20 knight, the best possible set that you can have will look something like this. Replacing the spiked sword, of course, for any of these 3 weapons. Moving on, let's now take a look at the loot side of things in the spawn, where you will pretty much only be profiting from picking up the protective charms that drop here and nothing else. That being said though, the charms themselves will however sell for a high price due to their requirement. When players wish to imbue their equipment with critical strike, which means so long as the server doesn't die, and the players remain active in hunting, there will always be a demand for this creature product. And finally, let's talk numbers. So after completing 3 half-an-hour hunts at the spawn, I would manage to make on average 70k XP an hour here with green stamina. Which, when compared to what I was able to make during the Swamp Trolls video that I linked to you guys earlier, using the same character, this spawn trumps it by a mile. But now, let's take a look at the reason why we're all here, the money. So after the 3 hunts that I did, on average I was managing to loot roughly 35k at a time. Though again, when comparing this against what we managed to get while hunting the Swamp Trolls, the totals are both neck and neck in this department. Though I will say when it comes to actually selling the creature products, because there's usually a much higher demand for protective charms, you'll have a much easier time selling those over the Swamp Troll medicine pouches. But anyway, now for a little something to lighten up the mood for those of you interested in the Bestiary. After finishing all those hunts, I came here again, but this time on a much higher level in order to blow through the spawn as quickly as possible just to see how fast you can finish all the creature bestiaries here. As this spawn is hands down the best place in the game currently to unlock the Valkyries and Amazons in. Anyway, as you can see, that in just 1 hour and 15 minutes, I was able to complete both creatures' entireties for a grand total of 30 charm points. All the while making a nice little bit of profit for myself on the side, which is also great. And that was pretty much the Amazon camp in a nutshell for you guys. Hopefully you all consider hitting up this place from time to time for a little profit in the future, or maybe just to even grab those 30 easy to get charm points. Who knows? Anyway, if you guys have any suggestions on other spawns that you would like to see me cover in the near future, be sure to leave them in the comments below. Also, if after watching this video you fancy giving the spawn a try for yourselves, please do come back and leave a comment with how things went for you, as I would love to know about how much you guys can manage to get out of this place yourselves. And with that, boys and girls, I'll be back with another video real soon. But until then, take care. Bye-bye.